Guys, I'm a huge comic book fan. I grew up with it, and one of my favorite comic books is a book called The MAXX. The MAXX is a big purple dude, yellow claws. It's a very cerebral book, very cool. It had a cartoon show in the '90s by MTV, and it was like 13 episodes. It appeared, it was really cool. But one of my things is I always wanted to meet the creator of The MAXX. His name is Sam Kieth. Now, Sam Kieth is one of the unique comic book creators. He's done work for Batman. He's done work for Marvel Comics Present. But he's really made his own path doing his own stuff. So one day, we're going to go film a convention. Now, when I'm talking about a convention, I'm not talking about the conventions you guys see now. Like, these conventions now are completely not the conventions I'm talking about. Like, we're not talking San Diego Comic Con. We're not talking New York Comic Con. But in New York, we had a convention. It was a New York comic book convention. And if you got 500 or 600 people there, that was a lot. And it was held at the Metropolitan Pavilion. And on the docket was Sam Kieth. And now, at this time, he didn't do lots of conventions. If you didn't go to San Diego, you weren't going to see this guy. So, me and the crew all turned minds at the time, which was my wife, Crystal, Shaq, which you know, myself, and another guy named Jorge. And we went to the con, and we were interviewing all kinds of people, having a grand old time. And in the back corner, by these couple of, like, tables, was this guy sitting there in a tank top, sitting there drawing. And there's about 20 guys just sitting there like vultures and birds from, like, the movie The Birds, like Alfred Hitchcock's movie The Birds. They just swarmed around him and they didn't leave. And we're like, oh my God, I think that's Sam Kieth. I'm like, because at the time I've only seen him briefly in interviews. I never really seen him fully like that. So here we go, and we walk over. So we start to walk over, and we can see him. And now he gives us this look. I don't know why he looked up at us, but he gives me this look like, "Hey man, how you been?" And I'm like, "Holy crap!" He thinks he knows who I am, and I'm not gonna say he don't know me. I'm like, "Hey, how you been? It's good to see you." Blah blah blah, and we're pretending like we know him, like best friends. He says, "Hey, look, come behind the table. Let's hang out." And so, me and my wife, Shaq, and my friend George, we get behind this table. And I'm like, yo, Sam, is it cool if we film you drawing the MAXX? He's like, yeah. Don't shoot my face. We'll talk. It'll be cool. It'll be really cool. We get something on film and we'll do stuff like that with it. He's like, yeah, absolutely. So now we're behind the table with one of the greatest comic book guys I've always wanted to meet personally for me. And he thinks he knows us. And we're filming him and he's just drawing the MAXX, fighting Savage Dragon. And all his fans are just giving us this stink eye. This dirty, like this evil, like, how dare you break that invisible plane of you from him? It was kind of funny to my head. I'm like, these fans are kind of nuts. Like, I'm a fan, but these guys are nuts. But eventually Sam looks at me, and I don't know, maybe I couldn't keep up with the ruse for much longer. Maybe it was something I said that kind of ticked him off. Like, wait a second. He's like, we don't actually know each other, do we? And I looked him straight in the face. I'm like, nah, man. I think I've always wanted to meet you. And when you said, hey, how you doing? Like, you knew me. I'm not gonna let you know that you don't know me. So I took a chance. I shot for the shot for the goal, and I got it. He's laughing. He's like, you know what? I respect that. So I was like, listen, I wasn't gonna take the chance. This is my only opportunity to actually get to meet you. It was really cool about it. And at the time, I was working on a Flash animated MAXX miniseries. And he was like, here is my email. His, like, personal email. Let me know how this thing goes. I would like to keep in touch with you. We lost our mind. I felt like I found the holy grail. And I was like, oh my God. Sam Kieth just gave us his personal email to see our Flash animated MAXX series. And it was really, like, taken aback how cool and laid back he was. You know, don't be afraid. Like, my mind always told me, go out, do what you want to do. Don't act like a fan. Act like they're equals, and maybe you'll get treated differently. Guys, if you have any experience with any person you respected, alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, always leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. And I can't wait to see some more of these stories. And maybe we'll talk about the actual MAXX cartoon at some point in time.